The last day on Earth discovery of the God server. In the year 2030, Drive. Yataro Nomi, known as the Einstein of the 21st century, has finally discovered a treasure trove of human wisdom. The God server in outer space. This great discovery, which immediately stirred up excitement around the world, was explained to the world leaders gathered at the United Nations, and to the people of the world watching on TV. UN General, as you all know, the God server has been discovered by Dr. Yataro Nomi. Now, Doctor, humans are nothing more than terminals in a network. Our knowledge and experience are managed by a huge server. Human society is nothing more than a super large network of 10 billion. I have named the huge server that controls the center the God server. The wisdom and knowledge that all human beings have thought and created since the dawn of history have been stored in the God server in outer space. The Prime Minister of Japan inappropriately overheard the US President say, "The Matrix." Then, they both laughed, patting each other on the shoulders. US President, ha ha ha. Doctor, haven't you been watching too many old movies? Why hasn't such a huge object been discovered until now? Dr. Nomi projected a cross-sectional image of the solar system, based on magnetic field line analysis. Doctor, you two haven't seen it yet? The reason we couldn't discover the God server is because it has no color, no shape, and is invisible to humans, and is neither liquid, solid, nor gas like the ones on Earth. We were able to find the God server because we have a computer with 100,000 times the analytical power of the late 20th century. I made the images available for download as soon as I discovered the God server last weekend. This image should already be on home computers in the US and Japan. You two really need to study it. With the whole world watching, the Japanese Prime Minister was shrunk by a slap on the head by the humiliated US President. Ignoring the two unsightly people, the female President of Australia asked a question. President of Australia, is the God server an enemy of humanity? Doctor, enemy? Not at all. Humans are the only creatures on Earth who have been given the authority to evolve by him. It's similar to the authority a network administrator has when a computer network terminal extracts information and data from a server. We humans call this intuition, inspiration, or flashes of inspiration. But that was the moment when a very limited number of geniuses accessed the God server. The accumulation of these experiences is the prosperity of humanity. The female Prime Minister of India, which has become a world IT power since around 2010, also asked a question. Incidentally, half of the attendees at this conference were women. Prime Minister of India, the doctor called the God server a he. But is the God server a living being? Doctor, yes, he is the being, worshipped as a god by many religions on Earth. The reason why many religious leaders were able to perform miraculous feats is because they knew how to access the God server, General of the United Nations. So, what is the relationship between the doctor's statement that humanity is facing a crisis and the discovery of the God server? Doctor, at the end of the 20th century, humanity began to open up information that had previously only been available to a very limited number of people to countless people. This was the Internet. The Internet destroyed the preconceived notions that humanity had built over thousands and tens of thousands of years. As a result, an unprecedented amount of knowledge and creation began to accumulate in the God server. The God server also had a large capacity. There is a limit. When that limit is reached, the God server will be upgraded. Many people will not be able to keep up with this upgrade. It is the same phenomenon as when the OS of home and office computers and servers changed from NT or 95 to 98, 2000, or ME at the end of the 20th century. The fate of old computers that have become bulky garbage overlaps with the fate of many people. The moment the God server is upgraded, humans will be forced to undergo a dramatic change. Humans who cannot cope will no longer be terminals. In other words, they will no longer be human. Humans who are abandoned by the God server will become no different from monkeys and chimpanzees. US President, the way to prevent this is, Doctor, by erasing all information. Thus, the 30th human civilization that has flourished on Earth will once again go back to primitive times.